Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers.
Hiya.
So it's the 2nd of January today, and like everyone across the land, it's big clean up day. We removed the Christmas decorations a day before New Year's Eve, and we've basically got the living room back to standard today, a bit more cleaning. It's freezer time, so we're really fortunate to still have an abundance of food. We've eaten really well over the Christmas and New Year period. We've had party spreads quite a few of the days. We've had sit-down meals. We've had lots of treats, alcohol and drinks, and we've been really fortunate to eat and live very well. But we also are fortunate enough to have an opportunity to get even more food. So we have another freezer besides this one, but we are slowly but surely running out of space. We've got a lot of prep work, some canning to do, some preserving to do, and we need to create the space. So over to Mr. Wallflowers, and he can tell you what he's doing.
So with the drawers, they're all iced up as well as the food. So we're just taking everything out. The easiest way to defrost the freezer is by getting bowls of hot water, putting them on the shelves. But the only thing is, they only stay hot for like 10 minutes because of the ice. So you have to keep changing the water. We've got towels on the floor to clean up the excess water. We're cleaning the shelves, wiping down the food, getting all the excess ice off it, making plenty of space so we can get more in. We'll just get the hot water going. Get all this ice out of here. Because the ice takes up half the room and you can't get the food in them. And then what happens is all the drawers start icing up, and then when you go to open the drawers you can't open them. So we've had a couple of drawers that have cracked, so we've glued them.
The new fridge, and there's been some accidents on the drawer covers because they've iced closed. They've been difficult to open, and unfortunately 2 of the handles on the freezer drawers have come off, broken completely. So as Mr. Wallflowers just said, he's glued a couple of them back on. Where's one of them you've glued back on? Are they down here? So as you can see, that one's been glued back on. Is that one in your hand being glued back on?
No, there's only 2, that's happened to.
Where's the second one?
The second one's still in the bottom of the drawer. That one's cracked as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just change the water in the bowls. I mean, you can leave the food out for a couple of hours because it'll still be frozen. This is an easier way of doing it rather than taking a hammer to the ice and banging the freezer with the hammer and chipping the ice away.
We've done that to other freezers in the past, haven't we?
And damage them, and with it being a new fridge, we don't want to damage this one. With all the trouble we had with all the last one.
Yeah, those of you that are regular viewers will know that we had quite an issue with replacing our fridge freezer. We ended up with 3 duds before we finally got this one. Each brand new one would work for a couple of days, then just wouldn't function. We originally wanted a double fridge freezer, an American one, American style, and we settled on this in the end.
That nice and solid. There's a big solid piece at the top, and that's what stops the first drawer going in.
Just leave that till it defrosts. Needs a good clean as well.
Yeah.
So we've still got a lot of tat in the kitchen. I'm not trying to hide it. So there are things that need to be put away, and there's a lot of tidying up to be done. But hey, that's what we do in January. A lot of people still do the spring clean. A lot of people just do the monthly routine, weekly, daily routines. Unfortunately, it's if and when with us, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll realise a certain room has to be taken care of.
About 6 months ago.
Say that again.
We de-iced this about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And it just keeps frosting up.
We have to find the manual and take a look at it and see if we can prevent this. So yeah, some of the food is okay now, but a lot of it had iced up as well and took more room in the drawers than should have done. So we should get
We've
more.
got a lot more room in them drawers now.
Yeah. And as I say, we've got an opportunity to get even more frozen food and bits and bobs. So rather than cut our nose off to spite our face, let's create space. We'll have some goodies, because as you know, when I do the food initiative shops, it's few and far between for the frozen items. You will see it's more packaged jars, tins, and different things for the home, etc. But frozen items we do have to buy from different places, so we go to meat marts or different things like that, or opportunities that do come up for us to get frozen food, so we make the most of it.
Food that we can just throw in the freezer.
Yeah.
And a lot of this come from New Year's Eve at our local hub.
Yeah. New Year's Eve from our local hub. They were fortunate enough to be given tons and tons of food, and because of the bad weather here and not a lot of people went out, we received a phone call to come and get some free food. And when we got there, it was things like charcuterie, such as that one Mr. Wallflowers is putting in. So like charcuterie products, that king prawns,
chicken curry,
cod fillets, etc.
sausage, cheese, stuffing.
What we class as luxury items, to actually have those in the freezer, totally free of charge. It'd be rude for us not to accept it. Yeah, an absolute blessing.
Room in the freezer to freezer.
Yeah. So yes, we're eating well, folks. We can't complain. We're eating very, very well. And we intend to do that into the new year. We'd actually bought a chicken to go with our gammon for New Year's Day because we don't like turkey. Sometimes we get a duck. And yes, it's only a small one, but it was just for 3 people. And graciously we were given a really big chicken. So we've got that to save and do for a Sunday lunch one afternoon. Mr. Wallflowers doesn't eat chicken or a lot of meat.
Add a bit of the gammon. too good for
The mincemeat.
Mincemeat.
You can throw that if you want. We have a lot of the bacons from the bacon bags I parcelled down, portioned down. We have another freezer besides this one, and in that again we have a lot of chicken,
all the meats.
yeah, pork chops, lamb, a lot of fish. One of these is a fish straw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, one of them was a fish straw.
Some fish in there.
Yeah.
Some fish cakes.
A lot of that was originally fish. But yeah, we're doing well.
It just takes time to do it, to defrost it.
Sorry?
It just takes a lot of time to defrost it. But
Well,
it should be done within a couple of hours.
Yeah. It's the prep work, isn't it, that you need to do to create sustainability. We normally, other than when we've got an abundance like this, we normally have a lot of vegetables in the freezer, what we save from leftover meals or leftover prep work. And we had to take all the vegetables out that were in the freezer and eat them in meals. I gave a parcel to a neighbour across the road, didn't I? Of some stuff that wasn't going to be eaten up.
We've still got some veg frozen. We've still got a lot of fresh there in the cupboard.
Yeah, we've got tons of fresh. Yep, mustn't grumble. So we need to address the bathroom. The bathroom's got to have a really good scrub. I've just caught up on a bit more washing. Because of course you don't want clothes around the house over the holiday season. Oscar's birthday cake is still unfinished. It's just approximately half of it left, and I don't know whether it'll be finished or not, because sometimes when there's an abundance of food, his birthday cake doesn't get completely eaten. So that may go to a neighbour. But yeah. We'll crack on with this. Once it's completely defrosted.
Yeah, we put it all back, and hopefully there's a little bit more room for the food that we're going to accumulate. And that's it, I think. Okay, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Remember, you're loved. See you again soon. Bye.
Take care. Bye.